And the Gauteng Cooperative Governance and Traditional Affairs MEC, Lebogang Maile, wants to see for himself what's happening in the embattled Emfuleni Municipality. Joined by officials, Maile is today visiting the municipality. It owes millions in water and electricity bills and is currently under administration. Let me take you to eNCA's Silindelo Masikane, who is covering that visit for us. And Sli, what did MEC Lebogang Maile find at the perpetually troubled, crisis-riddled Emfuleni Municipality? What did he not know that he now knows?
Well, that's what we're here to find out, Tilas. We know that the MEC is here on an oversight visit. We know that the embattled municipality has been under administration since around 2018. So we're here to find out what the latest developments are in terms of turning this municipality around. We know that the residents are basically fed up with the lack of service delivery. MEC, what have stakeholders told you? What is the turnaround team? What have they achieved so far?
Yeah, well, in this meeting, we had a multidisciplinary intergovernmental committee. So these are people who work for government in the province, in other municipalities. That's why we've got also the executive mayor of Emfuleni with his members of the mayoral committee, and they brought some technical people. We had technical people from Johannesburg, the executive director from the infrastructure unit. We have people from CITAS who come national. We've got provincial government departments. So now we're going to the sites because we want them to see what is the problem exactly and how can they help us to solve the problem, because we don't want to depend on the employees of Emfuleni only. We want to also bring external capacity, pull the state from different angles, different levels and spheres to help us intervene and turn things around. We have already started intervening, and we're not just talking about it. For instance, we're spending about 173 million on roads. We are spending about 53 million on waste equipment and fleet, and those are practical interventions which we are talking about.
Let's talk about the debt. We know there's about 1.3 billion that's owed to ESCOM, about 245 million owed to Randwater. I think I've mixed up those numbers, but it's billions and billions in debt. What are we doing about that? Have we paid anything to the utilities?
You are right. The first thing is that the debt is close to 5 billion, just Randwater and ESCOM. But Emfuleni is owed 10 billion. So there's people who owe. So it means, in theory, if we're to collect, Emfuleni will be able to get back to normality. And that's why we are focusing on bringing efficiency, bringing systems. And that's why we're bringing a municipality like Emfuleni, which is collecting well, about 95%, to help us here and replicate the systems. But those are not our only creditors. We also have small, medium enterprises, people who have been owed for more than 5 years, more than 6 years. One of the plans we're working on, and we will be able to announce next week, on 2 weeks' time, is to pay all the small creditors who are owed by Emfuleni, and that will be about 250 million. We're working on that plan. So there is money available, but the money is being held in some account that is being attached. That's a story for another day. But that money, we've decided is about 396 million. We're going to take it and pay all the small creditors of the municipality, 250 million.
Some would accuse you of electioneering. It's an election year, and it just seems that things are moving now that it's time for votes.
Things have always been moving. They have just been moving a bit slow. And now we're ramping up the intervention and make sure that we move even faster. The intervention was started in 2018, so it has nothing to do with elections. We intervene in all municipalities where things are not working well.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
That is the MEC for Cooperative Governance and Traditional Affairs, Lebogang Maile.
All right, thank you for that. eNCA's Silindelo Masikane. Generations of journalists, it seems, will pick up the story of the crisis in Emfuleni.